Well, welcome to the book spot. This is the spot where people get their books written, folks. I am excited tonight. We have an awesome guest, Dr. Kenneth Robinson. Dr. Kenneth Robinson is affectionately known as Dr. Ken, has developed a passion for teaching individuals the importance of dreaming again and trusting God to restore them to their God-given purpose and assignment. He's the founder and apostolic pastor of the Dream Life Worship Center campuses in Randallstown, Maryland, North Dallas, Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, and the country of Pakistan. He's committed to unlocking individuals' dreams and helping them fulfill their God-given spiritual and financial destinies. He's married to his partner in life and ministry, Pastor Lenyard Robinson. Dr. Ken is a devoted father of 4 children, Joshua, Joseph, Chloe, and Gabriel. And without further ado, I want to bring on Dr. Ken. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, Joe. Thank you so much for having me on your program. So proud of you, man, doing your thing.
Well, I appreciate it. You've been an extreme mentor to me, and I continue to be inspired after all these years. And so I just want to talk about you. This is you tonight. So tell us about, why did you write this book?
Man, I'm telling you, it's something else, because I have 3 books I've been working on for the last 2 years. And this one just came to me about 2 months ago, probably not even that long. It was a principle that I have been operating in for several years. I remember I was under some financial strain and pressure, and I was in prayer, and it came to me so clearly as the Lord said, you speak to everything else. You speak to sick bodies. You speak to situations, and you speak the word of deliverance. He said, why don't you speak to money? So I started, when it came to my spirit, it made a whole lot of sense, because Jesus spoke to inanimate objects also. And as sons of God in the earth, this part of our governance is to be able to command and order what we feel and see as the will of God in the earth. So that's how it came about. And throughout the last 3 to 4 years, when I found myself in a very pressure situation, I began to speak, into the atmosphere and declare that, money, you come to me. I'm not chasing after you. You're going to come. So that's and I've seen the power of God move in that area. And what I want to say right off the bat, that's just to caution people, Joe, this is not an excuse not to work. This book does not support those that don't want to work or plan. No, this book accents, or it just simply exposes and reveals our commanded power with the words that God has given us to speak into existence what he has already provided through us in his word. So this is a biblical pattern in scripture. God, way back to my very first chapter, talks about the Eden principle, how God's people never had to chase after provision. He already provided it all for Adam within the garden. But Adam had to know how to nurture and the garden and to cultivate the garden. And he had to know how to take dominion in the garden. So that's what this is all about. This is about taking dominion. This is about the Spirit of God being able to command the will of God in the earth.
Awesome. So did you find yourself with any challenges in getting your book written? Like, was there any, really management of time, or any challenges that popped up?
Not with this one. This is why I know it's the Lord, because there's so many challenges, as you know, as an author, that you can have with putting a book together. You can have what we call writer's block, where you just is not coming to you. You can have issues with getting editing done in time. You can have publishing issues. There's just a lot of things that can happen in the process of publishing a book, writing a book. But this was really a blessing because the Lord began to really download into my spirit all of these chapters. I mean, chapters like the weaponization of your vocabulary, terminating the master slave relationship, and being a prophet in the marketplace, breaking the voice of poverty over your life. Your money has ears. Everything in the universe has ears. That's why Christ was able to speak to it, and it had.
Right.
So, um, I mean, he just began to download these chapters, and I began to write some of the thoughts that were coming to me. But again, this is no hocus pocus thing. This is really a command to sons of God in the earth to begin to command their wealth, begin to shift the atmospheres in their life, and to activate kingdom provision. And we can do that through the words we speak. That's the Bible way. That's death and life is in the power of your tongue. And sometimes we kill our own prosperity. We kill our own resources that God wants to send his kingdom of vision because we're saying the wrong thing. We're
Okay.
speaking the
Okay.
wrong thing out of our mouth.
Wow. Wow. So what do you think separates your book from all the other financial books that might be out there right now?
Well, this book is really written from a kingdom perspective. It really challenges what I call uh, those of us who are sons of God. It really speaks of the authority that God has given us in the earth. I think what separates this book is that it is literally a command, is literally an prophetic apostolic instruction booklet. It's something that you have to do, you have to practice by revelation. God doesn't want us running after money. Now, yes, we have to work. Yes, we have to serve in our various areas with our giftings. But he does not want us running after money. He does not want us to be anxious about money. He says no man can serve two masters. Either he loves one or hates the other, or holds the one and despises the other. No man can serve God and mammon. Now, mammon is that spirit that attaches itself to money, that
Okay.
causes men and women to trust in money. So this book
Mm.
is a direct attack against the spirit of mammon that may be dominating your life. You know, I was telling somebody just today, you don't have to be rich to make money your Lord or make
Ah,
money your
wow.
God. You know, you don't have to be
Okay.
rich to make money your God. It's that word mammon comes from the Greek word that means to put your trust in money. Who do you turn to when you're sick? Who do you turn to when you get in trouble? Do you just turn to your money? What do you still have joy when you don't have the finances that you need or maybe want at the time? So we can't allow the lack of money to dictate us. We have to make money our servant instead of becoming its servant. And the best
Okay.
way to control or to order a servant is to simply command. Servants follow orders. And you got to start
Hmm.
giving your finances, your money in order. Okay. Tell and declare and decree, I will not serve you. You're going to serve me and serve my purpose and assignment in the earth. That's
Oh,
where this book
okay.
comes
Okay. So why now?
from.
Why now do you think we need this book?
Good question. Very good question. I think with all that's going on in our global economy, there is certainly some things happening now that we've never seen before. The US dollar is losing value every day. We're in a time of economic transition where so many people are losing their jobs because of AI. We're in a time where food prices are at an all-time high, and everyone can feel the economic squeeze that the
Yeah.
average person is dealing with today.
Mhm.
So what do you do? Okay, do you cave under? Does God have an
Mm.
answer? Does he have a solution? Of course he does. He says, the cattle upon 1,000 hills is mine. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, and the world therein. There's money is not hiding or running from us. It's just in the wrong hands. So as sons of God, we have to take our position in dominion and even in the area of money and finances. So why now? Because God does not want money to control you, and He does not want you worrying about money. He wants you to be able to speak and command and tell money where it belongs in your life.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. So what are like 2 or 3 takeaways you want your reader to get from the book, and then where can they get the book? Pop,
You kind of went
Dr.
out for a while. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. What I want them, what I want them to take away from the book is that they have been given authority and dominion in the earth through Christ Jesus, even in the area of finances. What I want them to get from the book is that there is an element of peace that you could have when you learn how to speak as a son of God and demand things in the realm of the spirit. I want them to understand they don't have to cave under money and finances. And so that's what this I want them to get. I want them to receive the peace of God that's come over me many times when I've hit difficult times and I begin to demand and command what the Lord is saying. So that's what I want them to get out of it. I want them to get that peace, want them to get that authority. And of course, more than anything else, I want them to receive the provision of God for their life so that they can not only just live comfortably, but they can fulfill their God-given assignment.
That's good. That's good. And where can they get a copy?
They can go to my website, drken.coach,
Okay.
drken.coach, or they can go to my other website, iamabreadwinner.com. And you can do that by going online to my Facebook, my page, my Instagram page, I am Dr. Ken, my Facebook page, Kenneth Robinson, and it's all over those pages. But they can download an e-copy right away for just $9, or they can order the hard copy uh, or the paperback on Amazon. So they can go to Amazon also and order this book right away, right now.
Okay. I'm gonna type some of this in. I'm gonna have you take another question, but it's drken.coach, and I am
Dot
a breadwinner. I am a
I am a
breadwinner.
breadwinner.com. Yes.
.com.
Yeah. And they can order it. You can order a paperback copy, or you can um, just download it right now and begin to start reading it tonight. I've been getting tremendous feedback. My spiritual dad, Bishop Ralph Dennis, has endorsed it. Dr. Cindy Trim has endorsed it. Dr. Karen Bethea, Dr. David Martin, Bishop Joseph McCarr. I have a number of people that have endorsed the book uh, because they understand the times that we're living in. And if there's anything we need to be able to steward properly in this season, it is our finances.
Pastor Lanyard's helped me out. She's got drken.coach there,
Yeah,
and she's got I am a breadwinner.com. Thank you, Pastor
that's my
Lanyard. I,
that's
I
my
can't type
greatest
it up.
that's my greatest cheerleader. You know that.
Oh, I know that's right. So the book spot is here to help people with writing. So can you share a little bit? I know you got to get off soon. Can you share a little bit about a writer who's about to get a book started, who's thinking about a book? Can you give some inspiration to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Writing is so powerful because I believe that writing is your legacy. When God wanted to leave a legacy of what He desired us to read and to follow and believe about Him, He left it in writing. He left it in writing, the Bible itself. And I believe that's a principle that we have to follow regarding our own lives. Your writings will outlive you. Your writings will be around once you leave here. and what God has placed in your heart to be a blessing to mankind, whether it's through experience, whether it's through your own educational knowledge, whatever it is, God expects you to serve that message to the world. Well, the way to serve it is to serve it in print, is to put it in writing. So I coach people all the time in writing books, books about their life. Sometimes people don't know what to write about. Well, I help them to discern and discover the book within them. And so writing is so important for your legacy.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, yes. I truly believe that I took hold of your inspiration about writing books, and I can't stop myself. So I definitely. Um,
Yes.
why do you think is it when you shared that? Can you tell us a little bit more about anything that really grabs you about writing? Like, what's the thing that grabs you the most about writing?
Well, it's the joy and fulfillment of being able to accomplish the finish line, to the finish line. Taking the thoughts that are in you, the ideas, and just to be able to formulate it, put it together, and the fulfillment you get when people tell you that it blessed their lives. So that's what I get. I feel like God has placed within all of us a message. I feel like God has placed within all of us a dream. And I feel within that all of us have experiences, we have ideas, we have thoughts, we've gone through tests, trials, and tribulations, and God brings us out,
Yeah.
I believe,
Mhm.
so that we can give that instruction or give that inspiration to other people. The challenge with writing is very simple, Joseph, is believing that you have something to say. That's
Uh-huh.
that
Uh,
you that's the very core of why people don't write. They don't believe somebody will hear what they have to say. They say, well, why would
mm,
someone? Well, somebody's going to always hear what you have to say. People are saying crazy stuff and stupid stuff all the time online now, but they have thousands of followers. So don't ever devalue what you
yeah.
have to say, and put what you have to say in writing, and somebody will hear and listen.
That's good. That's good. And there is some crazy stuff that people put out there, and folks are eating it alive. Yeah.
That's the truth. That's the
We
truth.
got
So,
like one. We got like 1 minute. 1 minute. And what would you like to share in this last minute? I know you have to get off and go to another assignment. What would you like to share?
well, this book, Speak to Your Money, is really a very powerful apostolic prophetic book. You know, the world is grasping the principle that we can speak things into existence. Jesus said, even himself, that if you believe in thy heart, the things which you've said, and do not doubt in your heart, he says you can have whatever you say. That principle is not just for Christians. That's a principle of dominion for mankind, that the desires that we have in our heart, God expects us to have faith to bring them to pass. And what is the spirit of faith? I believe, therefore I have spoken. So they have to speak the word. You have to speak the will of God. You have to proclaim the will of God. And it begins with what he's placed first in your heart. Don't be ashamed to declare it, decree it boldly, because heaven will respond and heaven will back up what you say out of your mouth.
That's good. That's good. Well, Dr. Ken, I want to thank you for having the time and availability to share. And I'm definitely going to get my copy and get it signed when I catch up to you. And I hope you that are watching will grab your copy too. It sounds like a very powerful book that you will benefit from. So I want to thank you for coming on. Is there someone on the air? You got like 30 seconds. You want to ask a question or comment real quick? We got a few minutes here. I'm just out. I'm gonna leave out before someone didn't get a chance to get their comment in with their question. So yeah. So how long did it take you to write this book?
About a month,
What?
yeah, month. Yep, a month, and it's about 80 pages, 80 something pages,
Okay.
and yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So with the use of AI and different, you can get a book out much faster now.
Mm,
So you have to, yeah, and I have I work with somebody now that has assisted me in getting my books out much sooner. Again, I had two or three books that have been in the pipeline for the last couple of years, but when the Lord spoke this one to me, I began to write right away. And
yeah.
thanks be unto God, we were able to get it done in a month and a half.
Awesome. 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 People think they got to take years to write a book. You did it in a month.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
don't, you don't. It does take focus, and it does take, uh, you have to be able to set boundaries so that you can focus on the assignment. Look at your book as an assignment. And Joe, let me just say this before we get off. Very proud of you. Thank God for you, Joe McCrae, and you're one of the true disciples of Dream Life. And true disciples, of course, the first of Jesus Christ, but also of Dream Life. You've taken the teachings that I have taught over the years, and you have always been able to manifest. You've always been able to become exactly what the word has said. And I'm excited for you. And thank you so much for being that tremendous servant you are in the kingdom. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. And you have a great evening. Appreciate it.
God bless. Peace out.